Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit more different than my usual videos. On a more serious note, with everything going on with COVID-19, a lot has happened in the past few weeks and I just kind of want to sit down and chat with you guys, share my thoughts, updates, because yeah, as I said, a lot has happened, especially with school. I know that this is such a difficult and really changing time for everyone, so I hope that I can just bring some comfort and at least some entertainment or something. I want to first start by addressing that yes, I am back at home. UCLA decided to move all their spring quarter classes online, just as many other colleges did. Obviously, when I heard this news, I was really sad. I know a lot of college campuses are completely closed and they made their students move out. Fortunately for me, UCLA did not force the students to leave. They highly encouraged you to leave, but there are so many international students at UCLA and a lot of people who can't just pack up and leave. I mean, that's with every college. So I'm really fortunate that UCLA was understanding, so I didn't have to feel rushed to leave or anything. I never thought in a million years I'd want to go to school so badly. I do have some footage of me from the day that I found out that all our classes are going online, and also in the footage I'm about to show you can see me contemplating whether I was gonna go back home or not, so roll that now. Where to begin? Wow, today has really been a day. I just received an email from UCLA saying that spring quarter classes for the rest of spring quarter were all going online. Fortunately, they're still going to be offering housing, so for people who want to stay on campus, they have that option, but I don't know if that's going to change because a lot of my friends on the East Coast, their colleges had originally said that, then later on said that they'd have to move off campus and actually kick them off campus. But as of right now, UCLA is still offering housing for spring quarter. But yeah, I think I'm still in shock right now, to be honest, and I'm filming this because I want to document it. This is really an unprecedented time. It's been a long time since something like this happened, and I don't know if something like this is going to happen again in my lifetime. So obviously everyone in the world is just reacting and handling things as best we can because we don't really know how to proceed in this situation. And for me, just to process everything has been so difficult, and I know it has been for a lot of college students. I know a lot of my friends here are also really struggling with the fact that we don't have in-person classes and we won't be having events and stuff like that. And I know that I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed to be even faced with this problem. I still have the option to be here on campus as of now, and the fact that I'm healthy and I live in the US and I still have food and shelter, and a lot of people don't have that in the world, so I feel pathetic for being upset about this, but at the same time I know my feelings are valid and I don't want to take away from that, and I want to allow myself to feel these feelings because I mean, it is a really hard time for everyone. I really don't want to cry, but honestly, I probably could. I just got off the phone with my mom and I was sobbing. I don't know, it might be weird for some people to see that I'm upset that school is going online. I've just gotten so used to this campus, and it's weird to be in this position because I remember I was so homesick and I just want to go home, but now I really don't want to go home. I've just come to love UCLA so much, and I've gotten used to my routine here, I've gotten used to my life here, and I'm the type of person who thrives off of routine and knowing what to expect, and especially as someone who struggles with anxiety, just not knowing what the future holds, it's hard for me, and I just don't want to leave. I've just gotten so used to my life here, and I've finally settled down, and I've gotten into the swing of things, and I was beginning to really love it, and now I just don't want to go. I just love my life here so much, and I'm not saying I don't love my life at home, but I was really becoming my own person here, and I feel like I've grown so much in the past few months. And also, I mean, on top of that, I've gotten really close to so many people here. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Since UCLA, as of right now, still has the option for students to stay on campus for spring quarter, I'm considering it, and yeah, as I said, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. I just received the news a couple hours ago, and I've just been trying to process it. But you know what? this is just one of those times that I'm realizing that life is gonna test me, and it's testing all of us. All we can really do is take it one step at a time, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Tonight, I'm just gonna try to take it easy and have a quiet, relaxing night. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated on whatever I decide. I still have finals next week, so I don't think I'm gonna make a decision that quickly. Okay, yeah, so clearly you can see that I moved back home. And the decision to move back home was very, very hectic. It was very, very fast. I literally decided the morning of that I had moved back home that I was going to move back home. It was on, I believe, Monday of this week. It's Friday now. So I literally decided right in the morning that'd be a good idea for me to leave because that was the day that California and Washington closed down all of their restaurants, all like public gathering places like gyms, recreation centers. There's talks about shutting down travel. So I was afraid that if I did decide to leave later on that I wouldn't be able to. And a lot of services at UCLA were already closing down anyways. And literally grocery stores were almost nearly completely empty. I couldn't find toilet paper, paper towels, tissues, Clorox wipes, anything like that. Whereas here, like yes, a lot of stores have limited stock, but they still have it. All my friends were leaving UCLA, so I was beginning to feel really lonely, and I decided that, you know what, I was just gonna leave as soon as I could. So I called my parents and I booked a flight for later that day. Boy, did I completely underestimate how much time I would need for packing. I was like, oh yeah, like all my stuff is in just one single dorm room, like you'll be fine. But yeah, I was packing all day, did not take a single break. That day was exhausting. And on top of that, like I had to find public storage to store a lot of my stuff because I realized I couldn't bring all of it back. So I myself carried these boxes, and let me just say, that was difficult. So through all this, I'm really thankful that my school has been such a great support system for me. And beyond that, I think it's really important that we thank healthcare workers at this time because they're literally putting their lives at risk to help others. We should also be thanking grocery store workers, people who are stocking up the grocery stores. This time is really allowing me to realize how much we have to be grateful for, and I guess how much we take advantage of living day to day. I feel a lot better than when I first found out about UCLA going online. I was really adamant about not coming home, but now that I'm here, I think it's a lot better. Obviously, my house is bigger than my dorm room, so I have more space to kind of breathe. I mentioned in the video that I felt really silly for being upset because I know I'm in such a better place compared to a lot of people. Like, I have access to food and I have access to shelter, so I felt like, why am I complaining about my problems with school being moved online? I wasn't even forced out of my dorm like a lot of my friends were. But I think it's important to recognize that everyone is going through their own journey with COVID-19 and how it's affecting everyone's life. So your feelings are valid, and however you feel, it's important to take care of yourself, take care of your mental well-being. So some things I want to relate to you guys that have been comforting for me to hear is, one, knowing that this is temporary. I know that it can be hard to have to stay inside or like, social distance, but it's really important that we do that in order to flatten the curve. And trust me, I'm the type of person who needs to be able to go outside, get fresh air, and we're still able to do that. We're still able to take walks, but I mean, I totally get it if you are itching to just go back to your daily life. So something that I tell myself is that this is temporary. This is not going to last forever. We will get through this. And in fact, the more that we social distance right now, the faster this will be over with, because if we don't, then more people will get sick and this whole thing will just be a lot longer. So just please keep in mind the health of not just yourself, but others, because there are people with weaker immune systems. There are more vulnerable populations. Another thing that I've been reminding myself is that we are not thrown things that we can't handle. Whether you believe in God or a higher power or not, we have gone through 100% of our bad days. So who says we can't get through this? This is a pandemic, so the entire world is dealing with this. So we are not alone, and we will get through this. And the last thing I want to mention is I've been seeing a lot on social media, people posting that this is the perfect time to get back to things that you didn't have time for before, or this is a good time to try a new hobby or pick up some new skill. And while that's completely true, and I totally encourage that, like I've been trying a bunch of new things too, I think it's also really important to recognize that this can also be a really great time for rest. You don't always have to be productive. You don't always have to be go, go, go. You don't always have to be achieving the next best thing. I'm the type of person who is always trying to strive to be the best version of myself, so I can definitely put pressure on myself to make the most of this time, but I'm recognizing that it's equally as beneficial to me to use this time to rest. And maybe it is for you too. Maybe this is the world's way of trying to tell us that we need to take a breather, we need to take a step back from the constant rush that we're always placing on ourselves, and just recognize that this is the one life that we're gifted to live. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today's video. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, beneficial to you in any sort of way, I'd really appreciate it if you could share it and help someone else. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. Now that I have more time at home, I'm hoping to make more videos. So yeah, until next time, please stay happy, please stay healthy, wash your hands, and don't touch your face. Social distance, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!